2024 was our first full calendar year as full-time travelers. We visited 16 countries on 4 continents, crossed the Arctic Circle and the equator, checked off some big items on our bucket list, and ate a wide variety of familiar and unfamiliar foods.
These are delicious.
You're kidding.
No.
As we begin 2025, we've planned out our destinations for much of the upcoming year, and we wanted to share them with you. Here's what we've got mapped out on our itinerary. We begin 2025 by ringing in the new year from our Airbnb in Bangkok, along with the other 16 million residents of this city. We then continue our Thailand adventures with a month in the north of the country, in Chiang Mai. We're looking forward to exploring the old city and seeing some of the more than 300 temples. We'll also visit an ethical elephant sanctuary to learn more about these highly intelligent animals, as well as enjoying lots of northern Thai food, like its famous khao soi. After we close out our Thailand adventures, we'll head to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, for our longest stay since we started traveling full-time. We usually stay for a month at each destination, but we'll be in KL for 2 months, and we're curious to see how our experience changes when we're in a location for this long. We're looking forward to going to the top of the iconic Petronas Towers, enjoying the wide mix of local and international foods, and strolling the beautiful parks. From late spring to early summer, we'll be doing a 3-month tour across Vietnam, including stays in Hanoi, an epic 2-night cruise on Ha Long Bay, a week in Ninh Binh, known as the Ha Long Bay on land, and month-long stays on the expansive beaches of Da Nang and Nha Trang. We'll also be spending a week on the gleaming white sand beaches of Phu Quoc, which have earned it the nickname the Pearl Island. We're looking forward to engaging with the locals who are widely regarded as the friendliest people in the world, savoring their delicious food, learning about the rich culture, and seeing the amazing natural beauty of the country. We'll end our Vietnam journey in Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon, where we'll see sites related to the Vietnam War, as well as enjoy the vibrant city. Our last stop in Southeast Asia will be Singapore, one of the cleanest and safest cities in the world. We're looking forward to exploring its famous landmarks, like the Gardens by the Bay and Marina Bay Sands. And before we board our flight, we'll explore Singapore's Changi Airport, named the best airport in the world, and a destination in itself. In Singapore, we'll hop on a Singapore Airlines flight so we can make our way back to Europe. We'll arrive in Istanbul, Turkey, where we're looking forward to exploring where East meets West and famous sites like Hagia Sophia and the Grand Bazaar. We'll continue our stay in Turkey with a month in Antalya to enjoy its turquoise coastline and stunning beaches, ancient ruins, and vibrant nightlife. There'll also likely be a side trip to northern Italy to watch one of my nieces perform in an opera and a music festival. We may even be able to sneak in a day in Venice. We'll wrap up our summer with a month in a city that we briefly visited a year ago and quickly fell in love with, Madrid, Spain. We'll get to stay here for an entire month, and we're excited to really dig into everything this city has to offer, including its amazing tapas and wine, its many exceptional museums, and to stroll through its charming squares and serene parks. Our next month-long stay is a place that we didn't expect to be on our itinerary, Ghent, Belgium. There are quite a few places in Europe that we'd like to visit, but the cost to stay for a month is too high. Fortunately, we found a great Airbnb that was within our budget in Ghent, and we booked it for a month. We also discovered that Ghent is a major hub for the high-speed European trains, so we'll be able to make day trips and overnights to Bruges, Brussels, Amsterdam, Lille, and Paris, many cities where we couldn't budget a month-long stay. Next, we head to Munich, where a friend will meet us to experience Oktoberfest. While there, we'll also stroll through Marienplatz, visit Nymphenburg Palace, and enjoy some Bavarian cuisine and world-famous beer. We'll then take a train over to Prague for a few weeks to explore its Gothic architecture, the historic Prague Castle, and the picturesque Charles Bridge. We end our European stretch with a short trip to Manchester, England. Manchester is the epicenter for much of my favorite music, so we'll be booking a tour with Manchester Music Tour and walking around this eclectic city. We actually had a flight credit left on Iceland Air from a trip that was canceled during the pandemic, and since they now fly direct from Reykjavik to Nashville, we booked a flight from Manchester to Nashville with a 5-day stopover in Reykjavik. This will be our 4th trip to Iceland, and we'll be hitting some of our favorite natural sites, as well as discovering new ones, and hopefully seeing the Northern Lights again. In the late fall, we fly from Iceland back to the US to see some family in Nashville, and take care of some paperwork like renewing our driver's licenses. After spending a few weeks in the US, we're heading back out, starting with a month in Mexico City. While we've been to a number of places in Mexico, we've not been to its capital and biggest city, and we're looking forward to diving into the food scene and learning more about the country's history and art. As we begin our third year of full-time travel, we haven't confirmed our plans to end the year, but we may remain in Mexico longer or visit Costa Rica. We're very excited about what 2025 will bring for us.